What's up guys, Jeff Cavalier, ATHLEAN-X.com. It's that time of year again, but this video is going to apply at all times of the year. I want to share with you how to lose weight. And you guys know that I'm going to set the tone from the beginning of this video. I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to hear and the things that will actually work. And these are the 6 biggest mistakes that people make when it comes time to trying to do this. Okay, first of all, the number one thing you need to do is you got to hold yourself accountable, not anybody else. And when I talk about that, I'm talking about at a very deep, meaningful level. Like, what is going to set this up as a different scenario this time than it was any other time that you tried to do this? Are you trying to set the example for, let's say, your own children to be healthy? Are you trying to be a fitter person because you know that other people depend upon you, both at work and at home? Or what is it that you're going to do? Are you going to, maybe it's even just at a more trivial level, that your favorite TV show that you will not pull yourself away from. Great. You want to watch it? You only get to do so if you first work out. Or even someone like Jesse, we actually put him on camera in front of all of you to make his changes and be held accountable by doing so. Because if he stopped working out, he knew he needed that. He even asked me if he could do that. He wanted that level of accountability. Hold yourself accountable, and I promise you, things will change this year, especially if you go for that deeper, more meaningful level. Okay, next up, we know that losing weight is always going to have to factor at some point back to how we're eating. And I'm going to tell you this, one of the biggest mistakes you're making is trying to set up an eating plan for yourself that doesn't mesh with your personality. So I'm going to give you an example. If your issue with eating right now is that you're a grazer, meaning you eat at all different times of the day with no real focus or plan on how and when you do it, then trying to jump into an intermittent fasting lifestyle is going to set you up for failure and a big disaster. Now why? Am I saying that intermittent fasting is not going to work for helping you to lose weight? No, people are losing weight doing intermittent fasting. The problem is for you, you've just gone completely opposite of how you tend to eat. A grazer eating multiple times a day will feel ultimately restricted by being put into an 8-hour eating window or a 6-hour eating window. Whereas if your problem is eating in large portions, and it's not necessarily eating throughout the entire day, the large portion eater could benefit really well from having a shorter time frame from which they can eat. So that means that maybe instead of having 4 big, huge meals throughout the day, they've consolidated that into a shorter eating period, and that tends to work for you. So you have to find the style of eating that's going to help you to restrict calories, because ultimately that's what they all do, in the most effective way for you and how you are right now. Mistake number 3 is one that I've talked about here on this channel many times before, but I'm going to say it again because it's going to matter to you, and that is you better get your hydration started early in the day. 75% of us walk around every single day in a dehydrated state, and we're never ever catch up no matter how much we try throughout the day, and that is because we're missing the best opportunity we have for getting ahead, and that is to start focusing on it when you wake up. 20 to 30 ounces of water, the first thing you do, is a great habit to start getting into right now. And I say habit because I will tell you this. You can ask your friends, you can look around those that you see in the gym that are ultra fit. You've never met someone that is incredibly fit that isn't also regimented, that doesn't have a routine, that doesn't have a series of habits. Get into the habit of developing more healthy habits, and I promise you, you'll be in a better spot next year at this time than you are right now. And when it comes to drinking water, your energy levels depend upon it. Even a small dip in your hydration levels will cause you to feel more fatigued, more foggy, but more importantly, probably less likely to want to get your ass to the gym later on that day. If you stay hydrated and stay ahead of the game, your energy levels and your anticipation for actually wanting to go train will be high, and you'll never miss your workouts, I guarantee it. As we roll into mistake number 4, we have to understand that any video about losing weight is ultimately going to rely on your ability to look at yourself, whether you're in clothes or out of clothes, and notice the changes that you're making, because those changes are what will inspire you to continue to try to make more. I'm going to tell you this, you are absolutely not going to like what you see if your only efforts in the gym are jumping on a treadmill or trying to jump on a stair climber and do all of your exercise in that form, because the biggest thing that you need to do to change your body and the way it looks is to change your body composition. You need to build lean muscle in addition to losing weight. And the fact is, you can actually afford to lose less weight if you improve your body composition, because you're going to look better. The more lean muscle you add, the more aesthetically pleasing you're going to be, the more you're going to like yourself in and out of clothes. The fact is, two people that weigh the same, with one carrying a lot more muscle mass than the other, are going to look extremely different standing side by side in their clothes. One's going to look potentially skinny fat, and the other one's going to look incredibly fit. You want to be the one that looks incredibly fit, and that means you want to make sure, without negotiation here, that your plan for losing weight also includes picking up those damn weights and moving them around a little bit. Mistake number 5 is going to ruffle some feathers here, but do me a favor and just hear me out. When it comes to healthy fats, you better have a respect for how much of them you're eating. Now look, I am a big believer in including healthy fats in your diet, but you have to understand, as we've already pointed out here, any attempt to lose weight is going to demand that you get into a hypocaloric state, meaning in taking in fewer calories than you are burning in a given day. The caloric density of fats cannot be understated. They're twice as dense calorically than carbohydrates or proteins. And people think that they've heard how much carbohydrates are the enemy, which is not the case either, by the way, and have flocked to eating healthier fats. They've confused healthy foods with foods that make you skinny, and that is a big, big mistake. If your attempt to lose weight in the coming months is eating a salad every afternoon that is filled with olive oil, avocados, and nuts, I'm telling you, you're not going to lose a lot of weight, because calorically you've just loaded in about 1,500 calories into that one healthy salad. Now again, don't get me wrong, they're incredibly important, but you need to eat your fats in moderation if you're going to be able to maintain a hypocaloric state that's necessary for losing weight. Keep your fats in your diet. Do not cut them out, but making smarter choices when it comes to those is going to be critical for your ability to lose weight once and for all. And last but not least, one of the biggest mistakes you could be making here when you're trying to lose weight is making this time look all too similar to the last time. You see, as soon as you head to the gym and you swipe that card and maybe you break out the same new shoes that you got for Christmas last year and the same new gym outfit that you got last year, and you go and you miss one workout, what does it look like? It looks like the same thing that happened last year. And immediately you know that, you recognize that, and you feel to yourself, it's all happening all over again, I've already lost. So what you need to do is you need to somehow make this time look different. Now I would first advise you to get a plan, because if you went there last year with no plan, you didn't know how many days a week you were going to train, you didn't know what you were going to train when you were there, you thought it was all about just doing the cardio, whatever the thing is that you did wrong, you're going to be better off with a plan. But if you had a plan, then do something else different. Change the time that you go to the gym. Change the gym altogether. Maybe bring someone else to the gym with you to, again, hold yourselves accountable. Maybe don't even train in a gym at all. Train at home this time. Or maybe even introduce some supplements that you're now having to hold yourself even more accountable towards, because you feel at least there's something different that you added. It actually cost you some money, so now you have to make sure that you're holding up your end of the bargain to allow those supplements to work. Whatever it is, you've got to make this time look different from last time. And if you did have a plan and it didn't work, guys, you know I have plans that will help you. We lay everything out day by day, meal by meal. I try not, as a coach, to let you fail. That is my responsibility here as a coach, is to make sure that I can take you through your workouts, motivate you, keep you motivated, and keep you on track. All of our plans are available over at ATHLEAN-X.com. In the meantime, if you found this video helpful, leave your comments and thumbs up below. Let me know what else you want me to cover here, and I'm happy to do that for you guys. All right, I'll be back here again soon. See ya.